Good morning, everybody. This is Mark. We're back here for T3 Live, and it is Tuesday. Welcome, everybody. So, what do we have going on in this tape? Right now, we're basically pressing against the 1400 level on the S&Ps. The spiders, you can say we don't have a lot of resistance until really possibly 140.50. So we're right about there. So it's not a place to put on new macro longs. Oscillators still at levels where we can go up a few more, certainly a little bit more. I think rotation is the key, and I think being on top of that is really where you're going to be able to make your money. I keep saying, focus on the stuff that it came out with either the best earnings or the worst, and wait 3 to 7 days, 3 to 9 days, and find nice bases in order to move from. We saw it already in Expedia. We saw it in some of these other stocks that have come out with earnings, whether it's in eBay, whether it's a Cirrus Logic, even Amgen, that have come out with earnings. They base for a few days, and they come and they get out of their bases on the upside. And we obviously saw it on the downside. Netflix did that to the downside, on the earnings play. Now what's happening is we're starting to see secondary stocks are starting to move, and even some of the stocks that really are shorted, FSLR had a nice little move yesterday. I think it's going higher. I think it's heavily shorted, and I think once you still have a large float short. It did 2 or 3 days of base. I'd obviously like to see a little bit more of that, but that means it's not waiting for everybody to consolidate and look for a move above 1950. I think it can get to around 22. Near term. So keep that on the radar. Certainly GMCR along the same road. Stuff that has been beaten down to a pulp, heavily shorted, came out with so-so earnings or decent earnings, and now 2 to 3 days of basing. Maybe it needs a few more days, but you get it down to the the 20, the 21 level on GMCR, and that's where I think you'll be able to make money, because obviously the recent highs are 24.50. Obviously, best in breed. Apple broke out of that level yesterday, 620. So it's up 624. It should hold at least temporarily. We know the release of the iPhone is coming out, I think, September 12th in that range. Usually runs before that. So, August, are we going to get that run? It might, because there's not going to be a whole lot of disruption along the way. There's not earnings. Unless we have some macro news, there's not going to be a whole lot. So just keep that in mind. So today, a few ideas that I'm looking at. I think you got to obviously look at Fossil that came out with great earnings, and it's a healthy looking chart. Stuff that has a little extended. X, if you're looking for some shorts, might have a little bit of a needs a rest, but it broke out of a longer term trend line, and it looks healthy in my opinion. SanDisk I'm looking at for on the uptick. eBay, I wanted to see it hold 45 on the uptrend. Priceline's coming out with earnings tonight, so that's going to dictate Expedia, TripAdvisor's. So keep that on the radar. And then even these banks, I think JP Morgan yesterday tested its 200-day moving average, and which is around 85, 30. I'm sorry, my price 36, around 36.83. Let it digest for another day or two. I think either by end of the week or the next 2 weeks, it's going to break through that level, and I think you're going to see the banks move a little bit farther across the board. But again, I'm not putting macro longs on. I'm trying to maneuver, and you could see yesterday the action seems to be slowing down by 11:30, and then we just hover for the rest of the day. This could be August action. If we get some movement in the morning, take it, keep your money, and continue to move your feet. I think that's the key. Don't put too much effort into August. Most of us don't, and it's really when a lot of real money players take breaks. I expect that much of the action to happen accordingly. So good luck today, and understand 1400 should be at least temporary resistance, at least short term. Doesn't mean I'm shorting, but it means we need a break.
T3Live.com. Really excited about introducing you to and inviting you to the first T3 Live Active Trader Summit. There's going to be a ton of great content, but the #1 reason you want to come is you want to be able to network and associate with other like-minded people who have a burning desire to learn how to be a trader. So I'm going to ask you to make a trade. Trade one Saturday for some of your time to come down and learn strategies, tactics, techniques, and put some faces to the people that you see in the virtual trading floor in T3 Live. and learn to take your trading bigger. Learn how to be a better trader than you are now. Learn the strategies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to T3Live.com and register. If you would like to join us at the post-event cocktail reception, you can also upgrade to either premium or VIP. That's up to you, but either way, please take advantage of the general admission, 2 free tickets. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor, bring a wife, bring a girlfriend, maybe bring both, but come down and expect to have a great time.